Welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday with Glenn. We're hanging out on the Dadcraft vanilla server. Good morning, Terrier Darts, and good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Good to see you both. Just noting that my Stream Deck buttons died, so I wasn't able to actually get the mute off. So it took a little bit. I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, they didn't want to change any scenes. So life happens. Oop, let's kill these ads. Snooze. I'm supposed to be getting... Somebody had sent me a thing where there was a video showing how you could use the Twitch little ad manager thing to pop up on the screen. I know I've commented on this before, but it's driving me a little bit nuts because I followed all the instructions and it never pops up when it's yellow. So, I don't know. Okay, so today's plan is that we're going to be hanging out in the Dadcraft server because Scrublord, our fine friend, has asked for a house. And he's actually asked it to be out of materials I think I might have. At least we can build most of the house. I'm just going to double check and see what I've got for rock. Because he asked for a specific andesite for the ceiling. For the roof, sorry. And I don't know if I have any. I have some, but 4 stairs and they're not polished. So he wants them out of polished andesite slab stairs. So we're going to have to do some mining. Or some shopping. Unless Fantastic Sherlock Fox has any in stock, or one of our raiders that tends to pop in. But yeah, other than that, I think we can build the most of the house, because he's asked for the majority of the house to be made out of spruce, so the frame and the planks be all spruce, which is something we can do. I have a zillion pieces of spruce fence. And I have some spruce logs, so we can handle that one. Gonna see where... Okay, good. So I was working on a wall. I could put those away on that part of the wall. We're gonna need the planks. Toolbox. Spruce box. Okay, we're good there. I have a door. What do I have for... Okay, I have enough. We're gonna go back to a cobblestone base, partly because that's what I've got. I didn't actually spend time doing an AFK for... for more stone, so we got to do that as well. We won't do that today. And I'm just gonna take a peek over here. got a couple different minor projects in mind that are going to require some wool. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, I can definitely do a reorganization in here. Geek out already, so we've got pop culture, party, TV category, 4 shows that take place in a different decade than when they originally aired. I know we've seen this one, but we haven't seen it in a while. Okay, and there we go. That's interesting. The question of the day and the thing that we just changed to don't match. Probably being one of those. I'm gonna flip the question of the day because A, we've seen it, and B, oh no, actually that's never mind. I got it wrong. I'm thinking Geek Out's the question of the day, and I'm crossing my wires. Okay. Not quite sure why I'm crossing the wires. We're not full on things, so hopefully. Oh, we are full. Okay. Yeah, we're back to... I gotta fix this real quick, unfortunately. Do I have chests in here? I hope I do. I need the wool, and I need it to not be hanging around like that. And we're probably short on shears as well. Where are... Oh, I was gonna say, where are all of my boxes? And now I know where they are, actually. It's pretty easy. Okay, so I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm pretty sure I have hoppers at home, so give me a second to grab those. I need to expand the local storage because I don't really have time to clean it out at the moment. And at some point I need to find food as well. Star Trek and Lost in Space is taking place outside the decade when they were aired. Yes, indeed. And that 70s show works pretty well, and I will call Stranger Things for the last one. I'm looking for... Thought I had hoppers. Did I put them in the redstone box? I did. That would be sensible. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And of course that's where the chests already are. Oh well. Okay, this one. I needed 3 empty shulkers. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I could probably make 1 out of these 2. Out of these, so I'm not gonna worry about it. This looks a little crazy. Oh, I guess I should have grabbed the... Nope. I guess I needed the food out of the toolbox, but turns out I don't. This is what happens when I'm not on the same server every day, is I get myself all turned around. Right. Hopper 1. Or box 1, box 2. Hey, you 2 aren't supposed to be there. You go in the white chest. Okay, there's 2. That should be good enough. Coffee. Oh. Geek out topic now? Yeah, okay, Vikings, plebes, the Tudors, and chickens. Chickens? Also, I'm going to throw one more from across the pond in there. I would say at least 3 of the series of Blackadder. And I'm assuming all 4, but just hedging my bets. How do you really? It's like, how do you run into that? All right. So what I need to do here is I'm actually just going to take up the entire doorway and put a double chest in the top, and then put the shulkers to remove down at the bottom here. And that will also help us see what's coming through a little easier, so if things are getting stuck in the hopper, we know what we can do with it. There's 1, there's 2. Oops, wrong way. When it actually matters how they go down. 1 and 2. Let's get the other ones out. This one. Do start with stuff that matches. Sort. Actually, I think the other. Not quite. That didn't quite work. Put this one down. Let's put those away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess I can't get them to match. That was kind of dumb. Things I don't need in my inventory right away. Out. Those. This. Come back to that. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so I have an empty shulker box. Perfect. Buttons. Don't need buttons yet. Hello. That's fine, because they're not going to fit anyway. Take the door. Alright. Empty? Yes, empty. Perfect. This way. Mash is too, yeah, that's a good question. I'm not really sure on that one. Because I was too young for MASH to begin with. So it was on one of those channels that did reruns. Wool. Okay. It was on one of those channels that did reruns for me, so I'm not really sure if MASH was there or not. Because it could have been something in the 80s or the 70s, supposedly. But, I don't know. But we definitely exceeded 4, so let's try and roll that one. Oh, come on, geek out. There we go. 4 shows that take place in Florida. Okay. I know we've got a CSI that takes place in Florida. Is that one with, oh, never mind. You want to say David Caruso, but that's not the name I need at all. Part inventory. There we go. All right, so that should be flowing in nicely. All right, so we had some jammed up in there. Now let's quickly take a look on the shears situation. Okay, so these ones are missing. Missing shears. We can do that, and then we have to get back onto the house, because that's what we're here for in the first place. Do you have a bed? Good. Alt. So this one, oh, not the key I want. That? Yes. This, that can stay locked. I don't care if that rest of that stuff moves. There we go. All right. Shears. I need the wood box. Oh, Baywatch. Yeah, I think that would have been California, I think. Yep, Golden Girls was definitely Miami. Casisa Miami, that's the one, see? Just about anyone where they can just pop over to lovely Disney whenever they feel like it is usually Florida, but not always. We can also give that one 5 minutes and then switch it. Oh, Terry Darts, while I've got you, I was test running the new games yesterday, the beta games, and they're great. I did send you a little bit of feedback about it, but what I was going to mention is that, where am I here? 1, 2, 3. That'll get the other one started at least. What I was going to mention about it is, just to start with, there's nothing wrong with the game at the moment in the physical sense, but if you see it played, not enough people over here knew what it was, so I have temporarily just disabled the showing of the video portion of the whole clock thing, but I'm still letting everything else run as is. So for the first 30 seconds, it still does the same thing. Oops. But it just doesn't show the clock because it was stressing out people who were still just trying to figure out the rules to the game in the first place. So I figured that was a safe move. Yeah, Fantastic Sherlock Fox and I both recognized the games to start with, so it's definitely going to be something that I'm enjoying. But that's full. That's full. Why didn't I do the other ones full? I don't get it. Huh. This might as well. Well, that's it. And the other thing actually that I ended up doing was basically taking almost verbatim out of the first part that pops up and putting that in with the redeem. It just makes it a little bit easier for people who've never done it before to see the redeem, be able to read all the instructions, and then know how it works. But also by pausing them as opposed to outright disabling those redeems, then people who don't understand it can also take a look at the redeem if the instructions have scrolled off the screen or something. They shouldn't, but you never know what's going to happen. Actually, let's split these two. 4, 5. So let's take 3 out of here. Go. All right, close enough. Then all these guys next time they eat will cut their bowl closer right here. And we're going to lose one on this one pretty soon. That one's pretty full. Grab that and put it in this one. How's this one doing? That'll be fine. Okay, so the idea then is these will fill up fairly quickly. And they're the ones I'm going to change out. But then we have good amount of backflow. Or if I need something in a pinch, I can just grab it from there. That'll work. Okay. Head over. Boop. Do. Yeah. So for those of you that have no clue what on earth I'm going on about, we have added two new games to the system. They're based off of the UK quiz show Countdown. And truthfully, I think at some point there may be scope for adding a third based on that one. The games we have now do not involve the conundrum questions from Countdown, which is a possibility. But in the long and the short of it is there's a numbers game and there is a letters game. Oh, for the love of Murgatroyd. Go away. I figured you would. Wasn't intentional, but yeah. So now I've got all of the letters games and the numbers games posting to a Countdown channel in my Discord. I figured that one out. Whoops. Trying to figure out why they weren't, and yeah, missed one. But in any case, the long and the short of it is that with the letters game, we'll start there. You get at least 3 consonants, and was it 3 vowels and 4 consonants, or it's the other way around? Either way, you get about 9 letters, and you need to try and make the longest word you can out of those 9 letters. And the game on television is actually has a timer. We have discovered that people in this stream don't like timers yet. So, oh come on. So we've temporarily disabled the timer. I mean, if there's enough usage of the game, the timer will come back fairly quickly once people start understanding how it goes. Because it's really supposed to be done in about 30 seconds. And during that time, the chat drops to emote mode only. That's only for 30 seconds, so it's not a big deal. And then after that point, it opens up and it asks you what your result was. That's not good. What is jamming? That's moving faster than the system can handle. These are taking wool just fine, but I shouldn't be seeing any in the second section. I don't have 2 rows for white, so that's definitely going to be a problem. The British show is based off the French show. Not gonna say that just because I know I butcher it when I do. But anyways, it's based on a song. I mean a show means numbers and letters. And the numbers game is one where you get a target number on the right-hand side, a fairly large one, like a 3-digit number usually, and then you have to try and figure out how to use the numbers on the left to create the one on the right, and you don't have to use all of them. No, and here's another did you know Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Apparently, aside from WoW, there's a wiki on this, but I mean, it seems like there's a wiki on everything these days. That it turns out that the show is at least as old as your brother-in-law. There you go. That's a did you know? Yeah, so my brother, who doesn't stream and doesn't watch my streams, was born in '82, and I believe that was season 1 of the show for Countdown, which implies that the French show is even older. Okay, I'm just going to leave this one round. Throw it over here. That'll work. All right, let's get back to business. Particularly since we need to go find andesite later, we might as well build the part we can. And I'll get these out of my hand. Thinking, do we want another high one or a low one? I think since the land goes up a little higher here, we might be able to handle one of the lower houses. I don't know. Let's see, what do we got? Fantastic Sherlock Fox has a tall one. Who's this? James has a tall one. What do we got here? This is Neon's. Neon got a short one. You know, since we didn't do the base in brick, there's a lot in cobblestone, maybe I'll just go with this one in spruce. And go with the lower house. I don't know, I'm debating. The Scrubblood isn't here for me to ask him if it's a short house or a tall house. looking at the space I've got, might be better to go tall. Yeah, I can't decide, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna go tall just because. Ah, yeah. Apparently, it was several years in. The first one, from what I was understanding, was like first ones were only 9 rounds, and then it became 15 after that. Okay. Put these down. We're gonna keep bouncing back and forth between the various places, but that's as it needs to be, I suppose. That's the wood box. I have to put them the right way up or they don't open. That's the junk bin. That's why it's colored different. Okay, so the stone one is in the wrong spot. I'll still be searching boxes forever, but if I put all of the like stone type items in one row, then the more, I mean that's wood, but the more wood-like items in the next rows, then I can actually find stuff. That's the idea anyways. Okay. And this one I can get the, I'm gonna say we can get the toolbox back out. That's not where the iron goes. Iron goes in this box. That's the yellow one is supposed to be like my precious box, which is why it's golden. Okay, let's put it next to that. That's the egg box. Redstone up there. Eggs. Okay, we're good. We're good. Put her back. And crafting table back. Yeah, this corner's a little different than it was earlier because when we last did a house, we got blown up by a creeper. So, a little bit less than optimal. Okay, first things first we need is the... You know, I'm thinking I like this had the light bottom and the dark top. So we're going spruce like this for a lot of the beams with the, and the lighter spruce for the planks. Okay, notes. Give me a quick pause. I see ITT Tom wanted a house too. A short house. Okay. So, got out the whiteboard and we're writing notes. So we've got ITT Tom. I wish I could read who it's for. Okay, we want short. Or like one story. And then mossy block varieties. Okay. So you might get a ground floor with mossy block stuff. Block varieties. And no design sense. Okay. So framing is mine. Oops. Can't even spell. I'm only putting initials, so I can't even spell. Framing DR. Roof DR. Ooh, I'm just making it myself. Okay. Welcome. I think I've got an idea for that one as well. Although, welcome on in. With all design aspects. Yep. That one's going to be interesting. Getting it. The idea is getting what's the word? Contrast. So I might even go with stone pillars on the corners and stuff. We'll see how that goes. I mean, that might be an awesome usage of, say, deep slate, for example. Oh yes, actually, let's go with that one. Roof. I'm taking DR off that one. Slate. DR choice. There we go. Mossy came to mind because I just ran across a jungle temple. Aha. Okay. So we're working on scrubs at the moment, but Tom's is up next. Now, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, you may need to help me a little bit from time to time, clearing out some of the reward requests that we actually have dealt with. It helps. It helps because then I don't accidentally clear ones like Scrub's house by accident. So I owe him big time. I've done the same thing by mistake with a few of the personal stream commands, and only one of them got back to me with an actual answer. But Yellow still needs to give me what he wants. And then we've got Ross and Hobo Zim and Springer's Shadow that all need to give me their stuff as well. So, but unfortunately the request queue got cleared out, so I owe them. All right. Well then, in that case, let's reverse this. Let's see what we got. Ooh. I'm going to take a quick peek and see how the... Where did I... No, that would not look good with Spruce. Okay. No ender chests. No ender chests in the house, huh? Just kidding. That was just reading the conversation in the game out of context. Okay, so we need... What do I need? I need Spruce to start with. Okay, let's go with big frame. 9, 11. And I can... So I do want to keep the house going the same way or turn it. I think I'm going to keep it going the same way. We've got room. Room for plenty more. You know what? Fantastic Sherlock Fox is going to be the neighbor. And I'm going to cut it down. Stealing your yard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. That was fast. Awesome. Okay. So, I haven't got a button for that, so... Boop. I also need to figure out a sound that goes with it. Now, it makes total sense when the clock starts, but the thing is, if you don't know it's coming, then you're not necessarily aware that it's been pulled, so I also need to find a sound to go with that I like. The I like part is the challenge. So, oops, need the dirt. You know, one of the things that I would love to see in vanilla or mod, I'll take that. Clients, that would be nice. Would be if we could do stuff like for grass clearing, for example, have a, I don't know, wand or something that when you take out the a block, whatever the type of block is, then it will actually take out all of the matching whatever it is within a certain distance. So it sounds, in a way, it sounds a little bit like vein mining. But I'm thinking something along the lines of like vein mining for grass. So if you were to go and say break 2 high grass, that within a certain distance, it would take out all of the 2 high grass, you know, or the 1 high grass. You just go like that, and it would take out all the stuff within a certain range. That'd be nice. Would be nice. All right. So I need to add a little bit here just to flatten this bit out for one more house. Then we can let it do its thing after that, but we need it to be at least 11 wide. And right now it's not. Okay, what do we got? Not to mention the road is kind of gimpy here. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this one sort of sticks out into the road. That's, you know, medieval building for you, in that nothing really was straight. People did what they could afford. So if they were able to have an ostentatious stairway, they did. Okay, that's not important. Plenty more than I need there. Hey, Scrublord! How are you? Champion of the Hill with the fan finger. Ooh, that's always a fan favorite. Okay, I'm just gonna be lazy about this. Ah. Go. Let's square it off, and then we'll deal with it later. Up to... Okay, here should be one extra. I've got a few extra blocks I can steal this way. But he's here for his house. All right, let's get this going. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's nice and long, so let's split the difference. Yeah, more or less. What am I doing here? That? Yeah. Need to double check the distance between buildings. It's only 4 with a weird hangover, which means that they can actually set each other on fire. Sadly, the only 4 feet between buildings thing is actually quite realistic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, can't count. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll do 8. So, Scribbler, if I understand, the business you're in, at least what you used to do, that seems to slow down a little bit when it gets to be the fall and winter season, or do you switch switch vehicles, switch equipment, and do something different? I'm kind of curious about that one. I always wonder what like in our area, you know, we've got like lawn care maintenance companies that come around and that sort of thing, and I always wonder what they do when it gets cold. Not all of them switch over to being snow removal services. Some do, but not all of them, so I vaguely wonder what they do. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, Murphy's Law, 11. 3, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think, yeah. That doesn't make sense. It's a very shallow house when I do that. That looks really weird, and I don't know what I did differently. Yeah, it's just because it doesn't stick out as far. Okay. Splitting the difference really threw me. Because I am 4 blocks ahead. 2, 3, 4. So it should be 4 blocks ahead at the tail. The squares are always confusing me today. Always confusing me today? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's about right. Okay. Thanks for Northern branches closed down for a few months. Up down here we'll be year round with like a week off at the end of the year. Ah, I see. 2, 3, 4. And then I need 5. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, which way did that one go? Went straight out this way, so I'm going to go the opposite direction. Go sideways. Would help if I actually put dirt on. Go. We're starting to see it frame. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11. I'm in a hole. Okay. Four. That gives me an idea that you're a little further south than I'd originally thought, though. For some reason, my brain didn't think we had many people in the community that far south. I mean, aside from, you know, going that are south enough to be in a different hemisphere, but that's a whole different kettle of fish. That looks right. Now, I have a weird thought. Would you rather have, Scrub, one of the things I've forgotten to ask, and it doesn't really matter, I mean, I can always make a design choice, but would you rather have, based on what I have available at the moment, cobblestone bottom?
Greetings.
Or we can do, basalt would look a little weird, I think, but it's doable. Or would you rather have me play around with some, where'd I put it? I can do cobblestone bottom, or I can turn that into bricks, I suppose. Or we can do it as deep slate for the main floor. Do you have a preference? Grabbing coffee in the meantime. All right. Well, you know, if you think about it, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, it's a short official break for the company, but, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's all they get for vacation. That's cool. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can fake it till we make it. I need these. Okay, yeah, long story short, we're looking at base materials. I can do cobblestone like this. I can go bake some cobblestone to make bricks like that. Or I can play around with a deep slate base. So it would be, oops. So it would be darker to go with the spruce. Doesn't really matter. I'm just looking at next door, and I don't want to be too samey for you. That's all the question was. I don't know what song this is. Oh, it's by a guy or a person named Toby Tranter, and the song is called Christmas Decorations, and I actually quite like it. It's got a... I'm trying to figure out what sort of vibe. It's got... I'm thinking more like a Downton Abbey kind of feel to it. We will switch out these corners now. It's just I wanted to make sure that I got... actually, maybe I'll leave those in. Oh, Tom and Scrub are on the same page today. Love it. Okay, we can turn it into maybe some Stone and mossy bricks. Okay, so I have to go throw. Not a big deal. I didn't have any stone taken out of the stone, the cobble generator deal, stone generator. So it's not a big deal. I just need to go and throw the cobblestone in the furnace, and we can work on the upper part of the house while that bakes. But I should probably eat first because I've been slamming into stuff. There we go. You know what I didn't do? Yeah, I didn't bring it with me. That's kind of dumb. Woohoo! Not sure what you'd label it, but that's a certain kind of special. This one. 3. My brain says we didn't use more than 3 stacks, but you know, since I can get more later, just throw 4 in there just in case. There. When I have space, I don't crash into stuff. Except, well, okay, that's not true. That's not true. And we're going to need... Got a lot of that and a lot of that. So between the two of them, we should be fine. Be able to make mossy stuff, right? Let me double check. Wow. Spelling. Okay, mossy. We can use some mossy cobble anyway, so I'm glad I didn't bring the whole thing. Vines. Or, yeah, okay, so we're good. We're good. Good morning, northern folks in chat. Wow. Wow. I have a suspicion Zerk was lurking. Okay, let's get these put away. I don't need the flowers in my inventory. They just end up in the way. I am a northern folk, but the reason I said that was because I had made a comment to Scrublord about I didn't think he was that far south because of the way that business he works in still is operational, except for like a week at the end of the year, doing what he normally does. And he says, but some of the more northern branches, do close for a while because the weather just isn't the same. So that's okay. Scrub claimed he didn't get here, but he asked for some of the same house materials as Tom did for a future house. So that's why I said it's this kind of, it's got like a wavelength. People are on the same wavelength today. And I did this wrong. I didn't mean to do the flooring in that, because if we do the flooring in Spruce as well, not only does it turn out A, very samey, but B, it'll be a little bit dark inside compared to the walls. So I don't think I'll go birch. It's a little bit light, but we might go oak. Okay, this one's kind of jingle jangle in the classic style. Christmas Trappin'. But the artist's name also catches me off a little bit. It's like DJ Dens and The Rooster. Really? Okay. Okay, so we need to go up. How far did we go? 1, 2, 3 there. So we needed 4 before we get to cross beams. Perfect. We can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. Ow. 2, 3, 4. Oops. Yeah. That sounds right. 1, 2, 3. Crossbeam. Okay, good. Internal crossbeam is the question I was having. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually building the whole house, then I'll tear out the parts I don't need, because I tried to do it differently on this house, and it really didn't work. I tried to leave the gap for the chimney, and my brain just couldn't handle that one. I'm liking the way this one turned out across the street and this one, so I think I'm going to do the balcony style like that, as opposed to this big stairs in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. One looks more like a fire escape, even though technically that's their front door. I mean, their only door, really. That's what I wanted the spruce for, okay. And then these. 3. Okay, we can handle that. 1, 2, 3. Oops, 1, 2, 3. Block. 1, 2, 3. Block. Ow. You had one job, Dylan. To place a block. There we go. All right. Oops. For aliens, we've got 4 named or fictional aliens or extraterrestrials. Named. And we went different types, different species. And that will be one possible answer. I don't know if we have any others that actually have names to them. I mean, you've got, like, Chewbacca's a Wookiee, right? And you've got Yoda is definitely one, or Grogu. Same species, really. And then, do we have any other named ones? I guess E.T., I suppose. Sort of. And Paul for the movie Paul. There you go. So we covered it in both formats. Excellent. New Geek Out. I keep forgetting to point out that when we do... this last one didn't go because I didn't press the button hard enough. What am I counting here? Faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. Where am I here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ow. 2. That should do it. All right. So, yeah, I didn't press the button hard enough. As you guys have seen, it could be my tablet needs cleaning. That's a possibility. But I definitely didn't put enough effort into getting the buttons to work properly. So yeah, it's... Oh, oops, I did that wrong. How did I manage to mess that up? That's my question. 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't need this top one. Actually, how do I... It's like, why can't I figure that one out? Counting aside. 1, 2, 3. I made the towers too tall. Must have. Yeah, there we go. That's the problem. And I see you, creeper. You do not belong in this place. You could just go, I don't know, take a hike or something. Whoops. On this one. Go. 1, 2. Did I go all the way up? This is not the door. This is the one that goes all the way up. Okay. With one on top. Of course. That, I think the back will be the chimney side, so I don't need to worry too much about that one. That's 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1 and 1. 3. Whoops. Of course, I got myself trapped in the inside. This one, that one. There we go. Oh, haha. Yeah. I guess I might as well. All the way across. Will it let me? Yes. Excellent. You thought Footloose was a dance rather than a comp, but I could be wrong. Dirty Dancing has a dance competition, I think, and Footloose. Oh, 2 films in which a dance competition appears. I see. Yeah, dance competitions are challenging ones. Pardon me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Can we count to 3? Okay, let's just fill the back because I'm going to tear it out for the fireplace anyway. I think step up is, yeah. I mean, I would also consider any movie that actually has sort of like a dance off in there. Okay, let's sleep because there's enough skellies that'll knock me right off the pillars. I also have to remember that I can't get too complacent around those creepers. Because these ones, not only will they destroy everything, but they will destroy me far more effectively. Hi, Max! Hello. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's an interesting raid. Anybody else wish to drop in with the raid? They are welcome to do so. Oh, let's get that creeper out of the way. See you. Okay, he got himself out of the way. That's fine. Are there any others that are liable to bother me? No, we're good. Excellent. Saturday Night Fever. Ah. Yeah, you're right, I guess. And one could technically say there's some unofficial dance-offs in Greece, because there's sort of that. Oh no, actually there is one in Greece because they have the high school dance competition, and then I guess in the same vein, I was gonna say I think there's one possibly in Back to the Future. It could be just a high school dance. I can't remember at the moment. Indeed. So Max, what was it you were actually working on? I know you were needing ender chests and stuff like that, but that's as far as I can get. Let's flip to Geek Out while we're here. Geek Out, Pop Culture Party, Literature. 2 titles in which Earth is insignificant. Well, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because they destroy it for an intergalactic highway. So yeah, that would definitely qualify as insignificant in my books. Earth is not important if you're going to demolish it. Alright, so we've got all that. Let's see how the baking is doing and seeing if I was too far away, because it just occurred to me that's a possibility. We don't have chunk loading here. Would be nice. Oh, I was not too far away. Excellent. Go. 6, 7, 5. Definitely, yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide for sure. Can't recall if we actually ever meet a Vogon. It's been a long time since I've listened to that. Long time since I've listened to that. I should probably consider reading it, maybe, once in a while. Okay, I need to work a little bit on the font for the question of the day. Give me a quick split second. That's gonna drive me nuts. Alerts, is that, you know, it's, this one. Properties. Font size. You can be 36. There we go. Just need to drop it a bit better. I may end up changing that particular question of the day, not as a new question, but as in changing it to something, you know, unique or unusual or something. Because, I mean, these days everybody could say, you know, my phone or my, well, I guess we don't even say our house keys anymore. Oh. Kind of hard to turn things into mossy variants if I don't bring the pieces with me. You can have that. And I need one of those. Always leave the seeds behind, right? Isn't that how it goes? First, we need to turn those into bricks. Let's go full stack it instead. And I won't turn them all mossy. Maybe? Let's turn one stack entirely mossy, or most of them. Because I'm sure I'll use it for something else at some point. And let's see, do I have some cobble? Cobblestone. I'm sure I will use that at some point, so we'll just go like that. Now, throw out mossy and just see what else we've got. Stone bricks, and cobblestone. Yeah, it's how you make it that's different. All right. I'm gonna go with the bricks mostly, and then we'll throw in some of the other ones. Inconvenient. Silly me. Okay. I should do it in the doorway. That would always make more sense. But the doorways are always different, right? Oh well. Okay. We're going to do the whole thing and then punch out, because I'm not great at doing it otherwise. Oops, not this one. Thank you. Cherry Dart says, phone and keys seems too obvious, so I gave a slightly sarcastic answer to that one. You did indeed. Yep. You did indeed. Phone, a watch, keys to our house. Okay. If I had to say an unusual thing, over here, it's legal, or it's not, sorry, it's legal but not kosher. How about that? For people to carry pocket knife. So, I mean, I carry one in my purse, but I don't actually use it. If that makes any sense? So the weird thing I carry around, I guess, would be a Swiss card. So basically, it's like a pocket knife, Swiss Army knife in a card, in a credit card size little flat thing that I kind of absconded with from Fantastic Sherlock Fox. It's not actually mine. Poor guy. He just lets me keep it. And part of the reason it's like shame on me in that respect is that the Swiss card, a couple of times I've nearly had it taken away at security when I had to go for jury selection. It was kind of funny. Well, here's the thing, Tom. I love those. The problem is that, like, the problem with having them is that they are not making the one I have anymore. So I really, really like it. But yeah, since they're not making that model anymore, I'm kind of disappointed because basically now the version I've got, the closest thing to it, is like a ladies version, which sounds fine, except that the ladies version has a nail file instead of a pocket knife. No, is it instead of scissors? I can't recall. But one of the two pieces isn't the same anymore, and that's just a shame. No, that one's going to be a normal one because too many people walked across it. There. All right. I need to punch holes randomly. This one's not really random, but there's a logic to that one. That. One over here. I'm not great at texturing, so we're just gonna like wing it. But if anything looks too patterny or not weird enough, do let me know. Put this one down here. Once again, it reminds me of Raven Mad Hatter's stuff. One, two, punch a hole there just for a window. 1, 2, punch a hole there. All right, this is still the back wall for fireplace. Okay, punch one there. This corner got real beat up. Yeah. I'm loath to put too many in the top row because they're sort of protected by the overhangs. They wouldn't have been eaten up the same way. Let's go, I don't know. I seem to have a thing for window corners. Whoa, that looks organized. That's not good. This one instead of that one. Oops. Let's sleep. 2 eldest kids took your Swiss card in the past. And I'm pretty sure my youngest follows his brother and sister's footsteps and acquired one from his dad's side. Yeah, I really like the Swiss cards. I would actually get more, just to have them in more of my bags. But because it's not super kosher to have one, and frequently I'm lending my one of my folding knives to another youth, so I actually have Okay, guys, go away. I see one, but there are two. Ah, there we go. There's the other one. You can just fight it, and you can too. There. But yeah, I'm frequently lending one of my knives to the youth, so I tend to carry three knives in my backpack. So for scouts, I carry a fixed blade knife, which definitely would not be worn on my belt in public in the city. That's a good way to ask for trouble. But so I've got a fixed blade knife, Swiss Army knife, and a Leatherman, which is sort of an outdoor focused Leatherman. And then for the purse, it's usually the Swiss card, or it's the Swiss card and the Swiss Army knife. ITT Tom says, if I still worked in the field, I would think about getting a new one, but I don't have a need for one anymore. I thought I was fine, but you know, if you're ever into that sort of thing, one of the channels that Fantastic Sherlock Fox and I like quite a bit is called, what is it called? John Gadget, I guess? And weirdly enough, I don't know if the guy's name really is John Gadget. I have a suspicion it's not, but Fox looked it up and I can't recall. But anyway, this guy does his, EDC carry reviews, and he used to be one of those guys. Used to be. He's actually fairly wealthy, and the reason for that is he was one of the people that owned and operated the equivalency of what do you call it? The TV showcase type shops, where you could go buy whatever it was. The as seen on TV kind of thing. And so he made some good coin doing that. So now he does YouTube reviews. Let's go with this. And actually has some pretty neat stuff. I mean, sometimes the prices are a little ridiculous. British pounds can be more than North Americans really want to deal with. And I need to make some of these more plain. I'm going to pretend that the top part hasn't gotten mossy yet, not because I'm running out of bricks or anything like that. It's more, well, that may be the reality, but no, it's more that if it's protected a bit by the overhang, then I don't think the moss has quite got there yet. So I think I'm going to go with that for lore. In any case, so I like John Gadget's stuff, and he's got a lot of neat ones that would work really well as city EDC. So if you're not out in the field or whatever, or urban EDC is probably a better way of putting it. Especially the doorway. That's kind of, oops. That's kind of oops. Yeah, definitely take a look at some of that if that's your bag for getting a new one at some point. Though he's absolutely in love with Swiss Army and Leatherman, to the point where he likes Gerber branded tools as well, but sometimes in his reviews he says, yeah, well, they're not doing what Leatherman does quite as well as Leatherman, and it's like, thanks, John. We get that you're a Leatherman fan. And if I hear the word Rovivon one more time, some days I want to scream. It's just more that he has his brands that he really likes, but I mean, I can sort of see why. Is that a window? Oh, okay, I guess it would be. Sachet says, yay, Dell stream! Hello! Yep. Dell's building a scrub lord house. Sort of. Sort of, kind of, maybe. Okay, so now I have to figure out the back wall, pretty much. I've been asked to sort of texturize a little bit with some mossy blocks, and I'm realizing that some of it, the lore of all mossy right up the sides didn't totally fit, so yeah, that's a bit better. Some of the blocks are crumbling a little bit because they've maybe had water on them too long or something. That doesn't make sense at the front, but I'll leave that there. and then the moss hasn't quite got up because we have an overhang on the house. Okay, this is where I think I will do back wall in the deep slate, but let's not. Let's do it in bricks. With a little bit of cobble to fall apart. Okay, so I need to double check the backside. How high and how wide? Okay, 2 deep off the back, which means it's at least 2 deep on the inside, and then 2 above the roof line. That's what we need. Okay, so, oops, how far in? 1, 2, 3, and that's 3 across, okay. Let's go mossy. Too hot for the moss. 1, 2, 3, 1. There. All right, 1, oops. Used to love hauling a pack with all my mobile office tech and security tools. Yeah. Fox's pack was pretty big. He still has a very nice one when he goes traveling, but it's good sized, for sure. Okay, what did I do to the inside? Because this doesn't look right. Maybe it is? I thought I went wider on the inside. Not on this one. Okay. Just 2 blocks deep. And across the street, I did go wider. How did I do that? Because that would look really weird out the back. Did. Okay. Well, whatever. I think I'm going to go narrow on this. I just like the look of the narrow with the tall and slim. Yeah. Enjoy, Scrubwood. I promise next time I see you, I will definitely give you a tour of what happened in the tail end of the house after all. Internet spotty seems to be very common in the community we've got. And let's tear out this part of the house. All the way up. You had quite a pack, but I mean, on the other hand, you bought, you know, a very nice purpose-made pack. There are definitely nerd EDC videos by people who are all about tech gadgets and not as much the sort of multi-purpose thing. I mean, they might still have, say, a Leatherman or something, but their Leatherman would be more likely to be focused on, like, make a big deal out of pliers and screwdrivers. Geek Out has shifted, or is it? No, it isn't. Oh, take care. Stay safe, Scrublord. Sorry, I didn't see that because one of my services didn't give me the same speed on the message, which is odd because they're both pointing at internet or at Twitch. This one we're going to need some more. So 2 sets, as I'll need them later if not here. Yeah, tiles look better for the roof. I still keep seeing a face in these deep slate chiseled. Did I? Yeah, I missed one. There we go. Oops. Well, okay, other way. Here we go round the mulberry bush. The mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. For now. Come on, can I reach? There. Not that one. And these two are wrong anyways. 1, 2. now I can get up there. This one. And where are we with the floors? That'd be floor, floor. I think we can go across here. That might be too low, but or send at the top of a building and it's night again. I don't plan these things well, do I? Thank you very much for sleeping. I appreciate that. We're almost there. Only down by 1 compared to the neighbors, right? I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was gonna say, was that planned or was that planned? No, we're only down by 1, which is, so we're still too short. And I think I might have to put, I think, Blackstone buttons on the roof of this one, I think. It would be nice if, oh, right. Duh. Like, worried about jumping off these things, silly me. And I'm wearing elytra. That'd be sensible. Okay. Solid back wall makes sense. So let's put this, because it's got the overhang, and then these, it's too hot. And 2, 3. I'm going to give water damage on this corner. Why not? We'll do a little bit on this one. That one. Okay. And then that one's starting to get eaten around the edge. Let's see, right back there. Maybe on this spot. Okay, that should be good. What have we got on the inside? Flooring's gonna go in, so I need a couple of solid ones, I think. And this back one actually isn't gonna be there because that's gonna be a campfire. Actually, I can put that one in and put the campfire open on this one. Oh, not that. 1, 2, there. Guess that's it. When I get the flooring in, this upper one's wrong. I have to move it. Move these two. Look about. Come on, give me this. Thank you. All right. The floors for that house. I think he can afford it, so I'm not going to dirt the floors. Not in. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Put that over there. And we've got the, not the spruce, I wanted the oak for the upper floor. Slabs. Sure. Let's make it somewhat non-spawnable. Some. Oh, I don't have room for the beds at the moment. Where did I put the spruce again? Yeah, I'm short a box. Okay, so let's put the chimney stuff away. And grab a couple more sets of slabs. Oh, oak box, please, this one. That should be more than enough. I should be wrong. Oh, I need stairs. Haha, haha. Need to think about that. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Door railings. Oh, we'll get there. Too much. Not quite done with the walls, but I'm not quite sure I'm happy with it either. So we'll see. Flooring. Ooh. Quickly. Fine, it'll be an oak and spruce box. Sure. Let's put those away. Hoppity hoppity hippity hop. When I say that, my brain thinks about hippity 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 hop into the birdie boiler, which makes not a whole lot of sense if you're not a Lion King fan. So it costs the same in the end, so why not just do it this way? I was going to make it somewhat spawn-proof, and then I'm realizing that that doesn't work. Okay, let's... Oops. Non-mossy. I think. Yeah, there we go. The lighter color. Anybody who's had a house done before too, if you see something you like that you want your house switched up, I'm not charging extra for that. Just let me know. Send me a DM or something if you want things changed. And I know we need to tear out for the stairs. Do you really need a ceiling quite that high? Probably not. Before I go ripping across the ceiling there, I need to figure out which one that side. Okay, let's flip it around. Oops. In the door to my right. Yeah, so we're going left this time. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Stairs. I gave him flooring, so let's put the flooring in first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure I got that right. Yeah, that'll work. This is where I chop out the ceiling. Oh, wrong my head. This one here. Wow. Sorry, just... Oh. I have a sensitivity button on my mouse, and I just must have squished it too hard because I was suddenly moving so slow, in spite of the mouse doing otherwise. Okay, so we're gonna need to get... Yeah, 6 p.m. Okay. Definitely need to get the fire in here. Definitely. I hope I have one. Toolbox. Yes. Mouse button, please. Thank you. Feels like I'm still moving slow, so we could have some fun. Sarcasm intended. Okay. Oops, not that one. No. Go. Okay. All right. Getting closer. Let's get this floor in. Oh, yes, this floor first. Come on. There we go. That one. 2, 3, 4. Make sure I can still go up the stairs. If I go with an upper slab, can I go down the stairs? No, I get stuck. Okay. That's kind of an odd color, actually. I may regret this. I do regret that. That's terrible. I like the texture, but the color is just not working for me. It was just not working. Ah! Okay, well, there's a hole in your house. There's a hole in the house. Okay. Okay, so the color, the texture's nice, but the color's not right. Do I have... Oh, I put them away. Spruce. Okay, now, in the stone box, we want polished andesite. Interesting. Okay. That's what I'm used to. And one extra block. Don't know how that worked, but alright. Okay, so what was I looking of? Polished andesite. I think I have a couple more pieces. I want to get the bottom row in so that we can express intent. Right place, wrong. Oh. Wrong block. Okay, well, so I guess I'm not adding those in. Thought I had the right ones, but I guess I don't. That's all right. I wonder if anybody sells it in the shopping district. I've got 15 minutes, so what I'm going to do is spend a little bit of it seeing plants. Okay, so I've got some cocoa beans. Ooh. Ooh. This is gonna sound weird, but of course not on the moss floor. I've got like spruce and oak and stuff going on the other side. So I'm just gonna take a look and see, how does that... That's actually not bad. We give really weird noises for the flooring, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We squelchy floors. What I'm also looking for is, I guess, I'll take a little bit of, where'd I put it? Leave one. Don't think I need all of the brown, but we'll find out. I'm thinking brown terracotta might be too dark, but we'll see. Yellow doesn't work. Been there in the yellow house. And what was the other word? The plain terracotta wasn't working. So I can guarantee you the orange won't work. What am I thinking? That's concrete powder. Look, a very dirty floor, I think. This one. Yeah, brown terracotta I think will probably look too dark. It's kind of like dark oak that's been stripped. Let's see how the mushrooms look. Oh good, they don't have a really squidgy sound. I thought they would. Nice. Oh! Another one actually that would probably have worked in here, but I don't happen to own any, would be mud brick. Now that it's all lit up, spruce plank stairs probably would have worked, but I think I like the fact the floor is different to give it a little bit of contrast to the wall. I'm going to try the darker stairs. If I have any already. If I don't, it's not a big deal. Okay, so we had Earth Insignificant. Oops. Press the button, please, geek out.
Tomorrow is always
Uh-oh,
fresh.
sorry guys.
Talk if you haven't got a brain.
I don't know. But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
You're gonna probably get called for that one, but that's okay, it's worth it. So some of the free sounds are hidden on under hashtag sounds as opposed to exclamation point because it's a different service. Free as well, but you got all kinds of things like Wookiee and whatnot, which is this one. There we go. I'm liking the mushroom with the darker stairs, so I think I should have gone with oak on the, or on oak. Spruce on the bottom. So one of the things I'll do off camera then is I'm going to change out the ceiling layer. Oh, I can't. Actually, now that I think about it, I can't, because if I do that, either I have to change out the top, or it's going to be an entire half block lower for the ceiling. Which, I mean, would not necessarily be a crime, but it wouldn't be great. But I am liking the mushrooms, so I'm going to stick with that and fix that. Let's see, do I have space? Probably. Let's dump away randoms. This is random for now. One. Oops, okay. Spruce. Spruce is kind of all over the place. Put it over here for now. I need to give this one a door for sure. I need to figure out what to make the stairs out of, and let's do something with the ceiling. Or the roof, sorry. So you've got 23 to start. So if I can start outlining it, that'll be a good place to go. And I just put the spruce away. Silly me. Hello? I need a set of spruce, please. I've got half of the front done, not the rest. There. There's definitely something wrong with this roof. What did I do wrong? I have no clue. Alright, well, that's okay. We'll start on the edge here. This one. And there's one. Come on, right down there. Oh, of course, the thing to show up is a spider. Of course. Turns out Maribel J doesn't like spiders in real life any more than I do. I'm not sure if she dislikes them in-game to the same extent. But that was one of those things I did not know till yesterday. Got that first bit outlined. Excellent. Then we are 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, it's going to be 4. That. Yeah. Then we don't quite have enough to outline the opposite corner. Something's gonna let me go all the way across. Yeah, that's it. That's as far as I get. Okay. I'll start with the anti-spider protection. How's that? There we go. Okay, let's sleep. Don't kick me out of bed, please. Don't. Oh, you. No. So I said no. Not again. Let me sleep. Thank you. Okay. Most of those levels you see down below are not necessarily the result of me not dying. That would look like I've been around pretty well. But no, it's the fact that I was trading with the villagers, so I have a lot. So we're out of andesite for the moment. And maybe I can do a little bit of the wood in the corner just to finish that part up, because we got sub 5 minutes. And then we'll finish off with a game of words, maybe? I guess letters? Fruits. Let's start here. Actually, rather than finishing off quite that early, I'm going to go see if we can get the seeds, and we'll do some mushrooms. "5 minutes, the top of the hour." Yep. 5 minutes until we find someone to raid. I mean, Thursdays we do usually go long, but I actually, unfortunately, have things that I need to get done today, which is a bit of a shame. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys, but sometimes I don't think I need that money. Sure, that'll do. Where did I put these? Hello, sir. I still have a lot of shop filling to do. So when I go and check it and see if they have any andesite, I'll do a bit of an inventory and see just how far out I am. I think I've got to do at least 4 more rounds of trading. That's definitely not an on-screen thing, because we've been there, we've done that. Okay. We're going to turn a lot of this into mush. It's a bit of a shame, but we'll come through and terraform again later, I guess. Yeah, we're clear. And I need these. I definitely don't need those, though. M-A-R-T. Okay, where he is. Oh.
Hello?
Hello. Oh. How are you doing, James? You're not awake yet. James needs coffee. Anybody disagree? Welcome, James. Welcome. Enjoy your morning. There. I'm just trying to grow some mushroom stems because I decided that I'm using brown mushroom as the flooring in Scrub's house. Let's go a little closer to the edge. I'd rather terraform more than have to worry quite so much about trees in the way. There we go. Great. Of course, this one has to get taller, right? Come on. Reach those? Oh. Okay, that was dumb. That should be more than enough for what we need. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're using it. Oops. We're using it down here in the flooring, so it's it comes out looking sort of terracotta-like, and it doesn't have a squishy noise. This is interesting. So when you expose a side, it has that light brown, almost sandy look, but when you break it and then set it down again, it doesn't. So interestingly, now that I see that, I could definitely make use of that. You know, turn a floor into that look on purpose. Let's click this. That might be an interesting alternative, actually. For another house. Another house, another time. Maybe I'll do it to Tom's house. Actually, that look, I quite like it. So maybe I should throw one of those in the mill where we've used different types of flours. That might be kind of cool. Looks sort of almost like a whole wheat chunky with the little bits of bran in it. Okay, so I like that floor. Good. So we are close enough to being done. There's Scrub's house thus far. We need doors, balconies, and the roof definitely needs getting finished. You're not seeing me through the floor or through the grass. There we go. Yes. There's Scrub's house underway. And I think we're going to finish up the tail end with a game. Sorry, a game of the words, the letters, just once, so everybody can get used to it. I'm going to switch to a just chatting, and I'm going to trigger that scene, or that game. And now how this one works, you're going to get a bunch of letters. You need to try and create the biggest word you can out of those letters. For 30 seconds, nothing can go in chat besides emotes, and then it will ask you if you've got a word. Don't worry if you need extra time. I'm going to let everybody take as much time as they need in theory, and we're just going to try one to see how it goes. So here come your letters. Now you can use each letter only once. I mean, if it shows up more than one time, then you can use that letter more than once, clearly, like the two G's. But we have about 30 seconds before the chat will ask you how you did. I'm looking at the letters myself. All right. So, I got 6. Yeah, I got 6. Can anyone else beat 6? 6 as well? Okay. Are there any other people who want to play? We've got Terry Dart saying 6, Fantastic Fox saying 6, I've got 6. And we have a bunch of people that have just gone into lurk, which is fine. So, if that's it... Okay, what word did you guys get? We got 3, that works. That's fine. So my word was jogger. Okay. We all tied. So apparently, according to the solver for this one, what have we got? You can get a 7-letter word, but there are a few other 6s, including grunge, gouger, and genre. Apparently, the longest word that you can make with that is 7. But yeah, so we all did pretty well, actually, because we got close to the top. So that's how that game works. There is actually a timer with it, which I'm just going to show you what that looks like just once. So we'll pull one more. Yes, I know we need to rate out because I'm running a little long. But let's see. No, not the dirt. This one. Okay, so I'm going to just turn that timer on, and then I'll show you what it looks like, because we don't always need to use it. Mini games. There it is, countdown game. It's there. I need to change it in this side. Letters game. Enabled. Okay. So here comes the next one that actually has the timer enabled, and we still need a sound for it, so I'm going to add that to it. I'm glad you like it, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. I don't know how many others will, but we'll see. All right, and now that's how the timer part works, but some people find that it's very stressful, and at the moment I don't intend for a stressful game, so I'm going to find a different sound. I might actually clip the sound off the end of that and use that as the announcement of the game. We'll see. Just ideas. But I have 6. I think. Yeah, I've got 2 different 6s. And Fox, if you've got a second, do you have any answer for this one before I give out my 6? 7. Oh, you've got a 7. I'm curious to hear this 7. Okay, B Silver B and Terrier Darts, what are your 7s?
Howdy.
Good to see you, B Silver B, by the way. Thank you very much for coming by. Yes. And it's neat how those two are very, very similar. 2 7s. Mine were 6s. Oops, and I'm typing the wrong screen. So I got this one. Oops. And can't spell. So those are the 2 6s I've got. But 7s beat that. So you would have actually easily kicked my backside. All right. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody for coming in. That was a fantastic bit of fun. And we're going to find somebody to raid out to now. So let me just see who we can find on live channels we follow. A lot of people are playing games that are just not our cup of tea normally. Who have we got? I don't see anybody from the Streamcraft community, or Streamcraft 73 community. So I think we're gonna go, I think we're gonna go hang out with Gutty again. I know we raided Gutty earlier this week. Did I just see, you said Groova? Oh, Groova. Yes, let's go with Groova because we raided Gutty once already this week. So they're doing he's working on his nether perimeter in Create. So it sounds like there's a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of modded, which works. Oh yeah, there's a word check action, but I didn't have any reason to use it this time around. So if there's ever a word that somebody comes up with that makes absolutely no sense to some of us, we're like, you invented that. Then we can always do a word check. And if the word actually exists, then it should come up. Now, this one didn't, partly because I'm pretty sure that word doesn't exist. I thought it did, but I think I may have misspelled it. Because yeah. And if not, so apparently, okay. So it looks like the words in the, when you see them in the Discord, they're all hidden under spoiler tags. Yeah, they're all hidden under spoiler tags. But it looks like the largest one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seems to be the best you can get. So Bloomer works. We've also got Embargo and Gambler. And as far as action cues go, that's interesting. Commands. But we're definitely going to go to huh. It's enabled. That's interesting. I don't know. Like, even if it hadn't worked for Terrier Darts, because I'd gone and maybe added huh. An iron worker. Okay, sure. If it's an occupation, it's an iron worker. I mean, another opportunity is, you know, somebody could be a late bloomer. Okay, so we're going to head our way over to Groova, and let's get that party started, and then I'll say my thanks to everybody else. Where am I here? Groova, my button. I can't find you. No, there's Gutty. There we go, Groova guy. And on we go.
Stiff managed.
So thank you everybody for hanging out today. If you were coming in just chilling, this is the way that Thursdays go. Thank you ever so much, Max, for the raid. I really appreciate that. Thank you for bringing your crew in. Thank you to Tom, Scrublord, and Terrier Darts for spending clues today. Also to our moderation teams, Sherlock Fox, Zerk, and Scrublord. Thank you to everyone for chat, including Terrier Darts, Bob Reen, Sashay Away, James Curry, Elon Poppins, ITT Tom, Max Money, and B Silver B. I apologize if I missed any conversation. We will be back on Tuesday, probably starting with a little bit of modded, and then we'll see where we go from there. We still have the house to do, but we'll see how much I can get done on the weekend. In the meantime, have yourselves an absolutely fantastic weekend. And if you have any feedback, you can always leave it in the Discord, for better or worse. Or if you want to check out the games we had today, they're in there as well. And have yourselves a good night, or weekend, or whatever else suits you. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.